Shalom. Call Halam like Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Hakodash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord, when this lesson may be edifying and straight to the point. Hey, why these Americans out here playing, man, lollygagging in the holiday spirit, getting ready for Christmas, setting up trees and decorating their houses and their yards. Hey, they not aware that Yahweh Shai outside is pretty much for the creep up on this place, man. You know, and the plagues, the great miseries and sorrows that the Lord speak of in the scriptures is about to descend upon America. And they not aware because they in a peace and safety spirit. They in the spirit of this place continuing. You know, the 10-year plans still in full effect. The 5-year plan in the next 3 years, I should be this much or have this much saved up. Yeah, everything, they dreams and aspirations are pretty much still in full effect because they not aware of the season that we headed into, man. Where the Lord said, hey, evil and only evil. They ain't getting the articles, man. You know, they not being, ultimately, they getting the warning of the prophets, man. They hearing the report, but they not taking heed. So therefore, when these plagues come upon America, they gonna be took. They gonna be consumed, and they gonna be left out there to deal with it. You know, real quick. It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 16. Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come? And what is this thing that's to come? Well, a time of evil, man. Evil meaning a bad times. The word eve meaning time and ill meaning bad. It's a compound word, you know. And that's the season you headed into, man. All these food facilities burning down and crops being destroyed and the mega drought defecting the crops. You know, BG buying up the livestock and slaughtering the livestock. You losing livestock and cyber attacks. And it's still your food, what can I say? Your food chain is pretty much still being affected, man. It's still getting blow after blow after blow to the point where that famine is just going to manifest itself greatly. And you're going to suddenly be without, man. But you haven't considered that. You know, why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come rather than that which is present? You see? Because the things that's present is pretty much temporal, man. This is a temporary season you living in. Yeah, you might be up right now. You might got a flourishing business. Your business might have just popped off. You getting your clientele up. You know, you might have just started school or you just graduated. You on the road to getting that job that you've been studying and standing up, sacrificing your time. So, you know, everything that you looked for is about to come to naught, man. You see? And you're going to be left out there in perplexity because you haven't considered this season. You know, all that shit is temporary, man. You know, verse 17, then answered I and said, O Lord, that bears rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but the ungodly should perish. Nevertheless, let's see, Salaki. Let's just skip down the verse. Yeah, let's just get down to verse 20. He say, for there be many that perish in this life. Why? Because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. And the law of the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, is set before the people by way of the prophets being out there on the forefront, man. On the street corners. People like to say we got on dresses. Well, yeah, those are the men that's pretty much putting the law out, sending the law out before you, laying down the law. You know, making it be known, man. You know, through various videos where we not out down the street corners. This word's still coming out. You see, but the people despised it. You always had a rebuttal or a but. You know. But there was a penalty behind it, you see, because verse 21, for the Most High hath given straight commandments to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came and what they should do. So like it, even as they came and what they should observe to avoid punishment. So this was what you was despising. You was actually despising the way out, man, because the Lord was presenting a way to you that if you was to consider this, you know, you will avoid punishment. But because you despised it, your ass wide on for it, man. You know, you're not going to be aware when these things come down the pipes because you don't have the wisdom and knowledge, which is ultimately going to act as a stability. You know, money ain't going to hold you up. You know, the money going to crash, man. So money is not going to always be there to hold you up. You're going to have to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, able to withstand what's about to come down the pipes, especially if you one who seek the kingdom of heaven. You seek to enter into them, those you know, that glorious kingdom. You seek for rank. You know, you seek the for your legacy to continue. Well, ultimately, you got to consider the things that the Lord said to avoid the punishment, man. You know, you got to be occupied in the prophecies. You got to be doing the work. You got to have the faith. You got to fear the Lord, man. You see? The first step in to receiving that wisdom is fearing the Lord, man. You know, the understanding these things. You got to first fear Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. And to fear the Lord is to turn from your wickedness, man. That's an act in fearing the Lord. When you turn away from eating pork, well, that's you performing the fear Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. That's the performance of the fear. You know? But in all, it's because you don't want to be a partaker of the plagues that the Lord got coming to America, man. Because the Lord don't shy away from telling 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians that despise the law and refuse to repent, that you're going to get took down with the so-called white man. You know? Real quick, this Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquities. Yeah, fleeing out of the midst of Babylon, ultimately storm with your mind, man. You know, you have to completely convert from that westernized way of thinking, man. The westernized mindset, the westernized reasoning, the things that you pretty much picked up here in America, from smoking to look at your ideal of how you go about with women. You know, motherfuckers lust after other men's wives, and the things that you pretty much picked up here in America, you got to cast it off. You have to flee away from it, because those things are enmity with the Most High. You know, you're not going to be at harmony with the Lord with an American mindset. The Lord despises Americans, man. You see? He said, be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. So that's why you see these things going down. Uproars of the people, massive earthquakes and natural disasters, floods and tsunamis and volcano eruptions. Famines growing, wars growing, missiles being shot. These are the signs of the end, because this is the time of the vengeance of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, where his vengeance is fit to be shown on Babylon the Great, which is known as America today. You see, he will render unto her a recompense. And this is what we coming to tell you, man. America is about to be destroyed. The Lord is about to show his righteous anger in America. And we behoove you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians to repent. Because you are the children of Israel. Repenting is returning from your iniquity and turning from your iniquity and returning back to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You see? Because ultimately, he tell you real quick, this Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Yeah, you have to arise and depart, man. Mentally. Spiritually, depart from America. You have to come back. When you depart spiritually from this place, your spirit obviously got to go somewhere. And you got to return back to the Lord. Return your spirit back to the obedience of the scriptures. You know? He said, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Yeah, the ways of America, this westernized mindset and philosophies and doctrines of this place, the things that this place pretty much promote as a way of life, it'll destroy your spirit. Because you start to pick up on those things, you start to see those things as being right or just the way of life, and you start to do those things as well. Well, now you've been likened unto an American. Now you're an American. And now the Lord got a controversy with you now. You see? So this place, it'll pollute your mind, it'll pollute your spirit, and ultimately it'll lead to distraction because you will be an enemy unto the Lord, man. And that's what America promotes. America promotes iniquity, sin, and sin makes you an enemy of the God, of the powers of heaven and earth, man. You know, so that's why the Lord telling you to arise and depart. So where you gonna go, man? This Jeremiah. Right, 6 and verse 16, and this only to the hopeful elect, man. You know, to the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. This don't concern another those are the other nations. You know, and we not shy to say it's Israelites out there that look like certain nations, man. You might be an Israelite that look like a Edomite or a Moabite or a damn Hamite, you know, Ammonite, whatever it may be, a Japanese man, Chinese, African, but your bloodline, your spirit go back to the nation of Israel. They out there. So if this message bear witness to your spirit, then, you know, call out by Shem Yahushua. But Jeremiah 6 and 16, thus said the Lord, stand ye in the way and see, and ask for the old path. Yeah, and this is that old path, man. You just got to reset now. You see, because America got you so far gone to the point where you don't know how it is to be a real man. To the women, you don't know what it is to be a real woman. You know, the idea and the influences and the role models that Esau put before you destroyed your mindset, man. Destroyed the true meaning of what it is to be a man. And it's to ultimately serve the Lord, man. But that is far out there, man. You know, that's not given to the people as a idea or a way of life, so they don't go after this. But this is actually the old path, the old way. You know, he said, where is the good way? And walk therein. You see, so this is that good way, these scriptures, man. Returning unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Indian, you are the bloodline of the children of Israel. If this spirit, if this message bear witness to your spirit, well, look, this is the good way. And ye shall find rest for your souls. You see, and this is the place, this is your place of rest, man. These scriptures. This is your place of rest. America and the things that this place offers you is not your rest, man. But the scriptures is. But they said we will not walk therein, and that's why the 2/3 gonna be cut off. They're gonna be cut off and they're gonna die with the so-called white man. And the Lord don't shy away to tell them that. And the prophets don't either, man. That the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, that then cleave unto the ways of America, and you refuse to repent and return unto the Lord, you're gonna die, man. And the evils that the Lord got set to come to America is gonna descend upon you, and you're gonna be taken in them. You know, lest you repent and return. You see, but Lord willing, you was edified to the elect, to those seek salvation through our Lord Yahushua. Lord willing, us in this video. Shalom.